Welcome to the module on C# collections. The following will be our objectives for today. Number 1. Why do we need collections? What are the different types of collections? When to use an array and when to use a list? How to sort a list? What is a set and how is it different from a list? And how to group object data. If you look at our objectives, all of them deal with a group of objects, right? And that is what this session is all about collections. More than often in a program, we need to work with groups of objects. It is very rare we work with a single object. In fact, C# provides us with 3 major types of collections. Number 1, they are the list is one major type. The hash set is the second type, second major category, and then there is the dictionary. We shall see how each one of these collections are useful to us. First and foremost is the array. Arrays are the most common collection type. Arrays define a fixed number of homogeneous elements. For example, here student array is an array of students and the size of this array is 5. Okay. And the student array elements are accessed using the index. And index always starts from 0. So in this example, if the array size is 5, then the index will start from 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Next major type of collection is the list. List is similar to an array. It is used to hold group of data. List supports method to add elements, to retrieve elements from the list. How did we define a list? If we look at the example here, we say student list is equal to a list of students. This list, called student list, will contain only elements of type student. That is how we specified that using the angular bracket. List student list equal to new list of student. Once we have defined the list, we can add the elements to the list using the add method. The list which we defined earlier, list of student list equal to new list of students, is a type safe list, meaning student list can contain only elements of type student. Important note, in a list we can add duplicate values. A list will allow us to have duplicate elements. Here are some methods on the list. Add, to add elements to the list. Count, which will return you the number of elements in the list. And you can access elements using the index. And always remember, index starts from 0. A list, like an array, is built for sequential access. A list can grow in size, whereas an array cannot. Okay. The elements in the list can be accessed in 2 ways. Number 1, using a for loop or using a for each loop. Here is an example of accessing a list using the for loop. First of all, we need to get the count of the elements in the list, and using an index, we increment the index by 1. The condition is the index should be less than the total number of elements in the list. Another way of accessing list is using the for each loop. Here we say for each student s in student list, and we access the elements one by one in the variable called s. This type of accessing the list is most suitable for type safe lists. For example, we know student list is a list of students. That is why it is very intuitive for us to use the for each loop while accessing the type safe list. A hash set is similar to a list, but important point, it does not allow for duplicate values. How do you define a hash set?